99.3 Nigeria Info. Good morning to you, Lagos, Nigeria. It's Friday. That's right, it's Friday. Quite a number of things are happening this weekend. In fact, next week, for instance, we are going to start our I Beg to Differ national finals on Monday, which means that we're going to be having contestants from Port Harcourt, the winners of Port Harcourt, 4 of them. We'll be having the winners of Abuja, 4 of them. And we'll be having those from Lagos. Lagos, I did 2 before Port Harcourt. So we have 8 from Lagos. So 16 of them would go shoulder to shoulder starting from Monday next week in the I Beg to Differ students debate competition. Only that this time is what we call the nationals. Many thanks to our partners who have been able to, they've seen value in what we are doing. They've seen growth in what we are doing. They've seen prospect in what we are doing here at Nigeria Info FM Limited. And they've decided to partner with us in making sure that they contribute their own quota towards building a formidable future for these young ones, young Nigerians, and those that will be listening as well, their age mates that will be listening to these debates. So thanks to Call to Fly. They are the ones flying Abuja contingents down to Lagos on their bill. Yes. Many thanks to Chrisland Schools. They're the ones housing all our contestants, all of them. They will be camped at Chrisland Schools. So many thanks to the management of Chrisland Schools for this wonderful partnership. And those partners that are still thinking about joining us to contribute their own quota in making sure that, we all together in one hand, in one effort, all of us together in unison, make sure we help these young people, make sure that we promote education, make sure we promote hard work amongst our young people. You don't see this regular. You don't see this again these days. Back in the day, I mean, studying is the mainstay of any student, but now everybody just want to get out of school and then go start making money just like that, and that exposes them to vices, all kinds of vices. But we have decided that, look, this is what we are going to continue doing, in encouraging our students to take education very, very seriously. Yes, so this year we'll be wrapping up last season. New season will start sometime in September, October for new season of I Beg to Differ. But this is the climax of season 7 of I Beg to Differ debate competition. It will run for 3 weeks from August 12 through 29th. So it's going to be every day of intense debate from champions all across the country. Now, this particular debate competition will also be showcased across Nigeria. Nigeria Info FM Abuja, that's 95.1 Abuja, will be beaming it to our audience in Abuja and the north central part of the country. Nigeria Info Port Harcourt 92.3 will also be airing it live for the south audience of Nigeria Info FM. That's right. For Kids FM in Lagos here, they will also, listeners of Kids FM in Lagos will also be able to listen in to that debate competition. It's 4 to 6 p.m. every weekday except Friday. Friday is the day we have always set aside for a recap of the entire week. So for Kids FM listeners, 101.7 Lagos, you would also be able to listen. So for parents, you can start getting your kids ready to be part, because I beg to differ, debate competition is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. It's here for real. Year in, year out, we'll have at least 2 regional debates before the national debate. So we're going to start the season in September, October this year. That's a new season after these nationals, these finals that is coming up next week. So get them ready, get them prepared, because it's a fight for glory, it's a fight for honor, it's a fight for everything. Everything is on the table, everything is on the line with I Beg to Differ debate competition. Yeah, okay. And let me also use this opportunity to thank our past sponsors. We appreciate you, we appreciate them. They've been part of our journey. For our new sponsors, or because we actually still calling for sponsors. Anybody that is interested, any organization, any association, either you want to support with products or gifts, or you want to sponsor, you want to be a financial sponsor, you're most welcome. Send us an email, info@nigeriainfo.fm. That's how you can be a part of it. Info is INFO, info at Nigeria Info, not Nigerian. It's nigeriainfo.fm. Send us an email and let's start a conversation. It's never too late. To be honest with you, it's never too late, because what we want to do is to show the younger ones that they are appreciated, that it pays. Education pays as well. Not some adults being caged up somewhere, or some people dancing, or some people. Education can pay as well. Would love that. And again, let me thank Call to Fly. It's a traveling agency in Abuja, and they saw the value in what we're doing in Abuja, and they said, look, we're going to fly the winners of Abuja to and fro from Lagos to Abuja, to and fro. We're going to take care of their flights, and they have done so. Kudos to them. Right. Yeah, it's 12 minutes past the hour of 9. Uncle Jimi Disu cannot be on the program today. He's got a personal matter to attend to, but he would be on the show tomorrow. That's the Discuss with Jimi Disu tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So watch out for that interesting episode of the Discuss with Jimi Disu tomorrow at 9 o'clock. He will be here, right? That's on the one hand. On the other hand is that today's show, we're going to, in a way, do it like sort of an open mic that Uncle Jimi Disu usually, that's what he does mostly on Friday. If he's not bringing in young people to encourage other young people, he opens up the microphone for you to be able to, share your thoughts on some topical issues. I'm going to kick this off. By the way, I am Sheriff Quadry. Nice to meet you too. You're welcome. You can watch on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you can watch this show, Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. Oh, yes, of course. I'm going to kick this off with the raid of the NLC HQ in Abuja on Wednesday night. This has dominated discourse all across the country. This is what the country is talking about now. I mean, when did we even finish the protest to begin with? We just finished the protest, the End Bad Governance protest. And before you know it, we started talking about a raid. It's almost like the government doesn't want to leave the news. It's almost they're competing with influencers. Now, let me make something very clear. When this was carried out on Wednesday night, the news broke, but, we weren't too sure as to whether it was genuine or it wasn't genuine. But at last, the DSS reacted to it and said, it wasn't the men that carried out that raid on NLC HQ in Abuja. We're yet to hear from the police whether the men of the Nigerian police were involved in that raid on NLC HQ. We don't know exactly who carried out that raid, who ordered that raid, and what it potentially could mean for opposition, for pressure groups, for dissenting voices. Because in a democracy, you have to have all these three components. In any democracy in the world, we have seen democracies where dissenting voices were quashed, were crushed, were snuffed out. I hope that we're not getting to that point. I hope that we're not getting to that point in our democratic journey. Let me also at this juncture say that the NLC, in their many communications, they've said that on this fateful night, these people wearing all sorts of things, they forced their way into the HQ. They called the security guard and forced him upstairs and got to the second floor and asked him to open, the doors in the second floor. Guess what is in the second floor? The library. NLC library. Of course, this security guard, he was a security guard for the outside. He didn't have keys to the doors, and then they forced this door. They broke these doors. They went into the library. They scattered the library, carted away some books in the library. These UGM, unknown gunmen, because they were fully armed. So for now, we'll call them unknown gunmen, because we don't know who they were. They carted away books. They looked at everywhere. So there were other security people outside the compound of the NLC. Those ones are just normally there, And according to the NLC source, those ones could identify that these people, they are from so. Okay, that one is from so. But then what we have right now is a denial from the DSS or the SSS, as the case may be. We don't know. But there are suspicions, because what according to the interaction that these people had with security people there in the compound of the NLC HQ, is that they were looking for seditious materials. As though NLC, people were the ones that organized and that they took part in the Ed Bad Governance protest. When we had extremely violent protests in the north, what has happened to investigation of what happened in the north? What has happened to raid of some suspects' property, compound, businesses in the north? Yes, we heard some people have been arrested, but is that it? Should that be it? How about people that were killed? The Nigerian government must be very circumspect. They must be very, very careful. Perception is everything. Perception is everything. The government has been accused of trying to muzzle the media. And now, the government can be seen, despite the denial, can be seen to be wanting to muzzle labor. Now, this is not good. The optics really, really bad for the government. Now, what I would advise the government to do is that going forward, and in fact, from now on, the government needs to be able to come out clean as to what happened with the NLC, what happened with the journalists in Lagos that were assaulted. Now, these things must be addressed instantly so as not to give room for speculation, because optics is everything. Perception is everything. It's not looking good. The optics right now is not looking good for the government. And the government must know that Nigeria's democracy has gone beyond such democracy that you can stamp out opposition with the instrument of the state. The Nigerian democracy has gone beyond that. Even when we were not even up to this level, when the military were in power, people struggled for Nigerian democracy. They stood up to the military at that time. That time, is it now that you think that any government can stamp out opposition? Or crush opposition? Or crush dissenting voices? Or attack critiques of the administration? Criticism is part of democracy anywhere in the world. We must realize that they must come to terms with that. Okay. Enough said. And I hope that this will be taken very, very seriously. Because the one is just ending. You're starting another one. I want to appeal to Labour. Labour should not do anything drastic. Labour should not call for any nationwide protest or anything. There may be no need for that. There may be no need for that yet. I mean, who would want to provoke Labour at this point in time? I mean, that's just that's very, very unreasonable for any government to do or for anybody to do. At this point in time, you want to provoke Labour? So again, Labour, please sheath your sword. Let's get to the bottom of it. Have a conversation with the government. Let them go and find out who were these people who invaded your compound, your HQ. Who were they? What were they looking for? Because now Labour said they can't even go to the offices anymore because they are not sure of their own safety. They are not sure whether these people that came planted something there to implicate them. So they are not even going to go to their offices. They are all working from home. It's 9:21. Yeah. Let me come take your thoughts. The issue of the rice is there. The tomato that they said has crashed. At this point, I think we should have feedback as to whether the prices have crashed truly. Those are the open mic conversations, topics that I would expect us to touch on. Also, I must add that. Okay, let me not add because time is going. There's a lot to say. Actually, there's so much to say. But time is going. Let's take one or two calls before our first break. That's 0201 277 0993 0201 277 0993. That's for male callers, and then the female callers would have to call 0201 465 7190. That is 0201 465 7190 for the female callers. Now everybody would have 60 seconds to share their thoughts. 60 seconds to share their thoughts, and then would take it away after the break. Then I would see if I can say one or two things more. Good morning to you. Welcome to Daily Digest. Yes, please.
This is Bola speaking from Mojo.
Welcome.
Open mic, right?
Yes, please.
Please permit me to end my own open mic like this.
That's why you're called.
I am not calling for anything, no. My opinion.
Be careful with it.
Military government, they built national theater for me.
The what?
Military government, they built refinery for me.
Okay.
Military government, they built third mainland bridge for me. Military government, they built so many things for me in this country. Now, democratic government, they are destroying those institutions for me. I'm not calling for anything, no. It's just a food for thought, though. Thank you.
You guys are smart guy. Well, no matter what you say about the military government, democracy is still the best form of governance. Again, I'm of the opinion that what's the time? Oh, this guy is pushing me to be talking. So, I have an opinion, and I must share it concerning the military, the democratic. The military government is a no-no for me personally. All of these things that you've mentioned, they are good, they are fantastic. But democracy has done a whole lot more, times 1 million of it. Number one is the fact that you're able to call this radio and air your view. Number two is the fact that we are able to be here and be driving conversations that are uncomfortable for the government. Do you think we'll be able to do that in any military era? They do whatever they like. You can't question them. You question them, they come after you. In fact, before I leave this studio, they're already downstairs waiting for me. So when we call for some things out of frustration, let's think deeply. Let's think widely as to the implications of what we're requesting for. And trust me, where there are no dissenting voices, anybody in power can do anything and get away with it. That, my friend, you don't want to be in that situation. You don't want to be in such an environment. I'll be back.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Why did it take you so long at the hospital?
It was a very stressful day. We spent 2 hours traveling, all for a 10-minute consultation.
Well, I told you about Mobi Health. With Mobi Health, you can enjoy virtual consultation by qualified doctors from all over the world from the comfort of your home. It is very convenient and cheap.
Really? Tell me about it.
You even get an e-prescription and health education to manage your health. Your prescription will be sent to a reputable pharmacy and your drugs can be delivered to you at home, or you can choose to pick them up. If you need to visit the hospital, you will be referred.
Wow! How much is it?
Mobi Health offers plans as low as 5,000 naira per year for you and your family to be covered. Register today at apps.mobihealthinternational.com and you can begin to enjoy healthcare from the comfort of your home. For more information, call us on 0700 020 0044.
Mobi Health, providing affordable healthcare globally.
Are you ready to ignite your career in the media industry? Wazobia Academy Spark program is back and better than ever. Registration opens Monday 15th July and closes September 24th. Physical classes holds 25th, 26th and 27th of September. Spark 3.0 is offering 3 incredible courses running simultaneously. Becoming an OAP, series writing and video shooting and editing. 16,000 naira only for each course, covering both online learning and 3-day physical training. What are you waiting for? Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to kickstart your career in the creative industry. Visit www.wazobiacademy.com/spark 3.0 to register or send a WhatsApp message to 0908 826 5038 or call 0911 111 1221. Terms and conditions apply. Wazobia Academy. Learn and lead.
Imagine thinking you bought an unlimited data plan, but the next thing we hear is,
oh, this data has finished again.
well, that's what happens when you don't buy a truly unlimited data plan.
Enjoy truly unlimited data with unlimited speed-based data plans from Airtel. Visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to buy now. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
He done of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you wine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby?
Jerry, now you they talk like this? Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution on my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I don't know.
Guy, HFM.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said HFM.com.
Which one is HFM.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said
HFM.com.
Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
If you always import to Nigeria, this jingle is a vibe.
We sabi for shipping. Ogbonge logistics. Where they support your business.
Hiroshi means simplified importation to Nigeria from the US, UK, and China by air and by sea. With Hiroshi, you get a dedicated customer support experience, easy tracking of your packages, and flexible payment in Naira or dollars. Hiroshi is super affordable. You can ship big or small packages and you do not pay any clearing fees. We ship it, clear it, and deliver to your doorstep anywhere in Nigeria. Now that you know, quickly visit www.hiroshi.com. That is www.heroshe.com. Create your free account and experience reliable importation with us. Hiroshi Logistics. Affordable shipping from the US, UK, and China to Nigeria.
Get ready for the ultimate showdown of intellect and persuasion. The I Beg to Differ National Debate Tournament kicks off on the 12th of August 2024, and it is going to be epic. Witness the thrill of high-stake arguments, insightful rhetoric, and unbeatable wit. The sharpest minds from Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt will clash for the prestigious title of National Debate Champion. Who will rise to the top and claim the ultimate crown? Well, tune in to 99.3 Nigeria Info Lagos, 95.1 Nigeria Info Abuja, and 92.3 Nigeria Info Port Harcourt, Monday through Thursday, 4 o'clock, and experience the power of persuasive debate like never before. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back to Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. I'm Sheriff Quadry. Good morning to you once again. Let's continue with our conversation right now. I'm going to head to the telephone lines and then take some messages, especially as we stream on Facebook and on YouTube. I would love to take one or two messages on Facebook and on YouTube. Feel free to let me know what you think about our conversation today. All right. So, but then if you're calling me, you've got 60 seconds to share with me. Let's see who is here. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, please.
My name is Peter, calling from Yaba.
Welcome, Peter. Welcome.
So, a quick one. Open mic. I just want to say in my own perspective that is this government not tired of suffering us? They are. I think they are not even tired. They enjoy suffering us from every part of every angle. Now they are now attacking the labor union. Firstly, you are suffering them. Suffering them is not enough. Now you want to attack them. For how long can we continue this with this particular government? Let us not even go to the aspect of the food one. They are killing us with. The rice, we are not even happy with the rice. Now they are not even picking it back. We are suffering beyond rice. Not rice, actually, is our major problem. Agriculture in total is our major problem. Insecurity is our major problem. Petroleum, fuel is our major problem. You gave us rice and you are taking it back. Now you are not attacking labor.
Thank you. Thank you for your thought. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yes, please. Thank you. Again, we do not know the people that raided Labor's HQ. We don't know who those people are. We have no idea as to where they're from.
Good morning, Quadry.
Good morning to you.
This is Malik speaking, Quadry.
Yes, please, Malik.
Quadry, please, before I forget, first thing, can you please bring back State of the Nation back? That's your 3 to 2 minute program that you run as a jingle, which you talk about the economy of the country with some different tribes. Please. Then, Quadry, before I forget, do you know our biggest problem is love? We hate ourselves so much to a fault that I want to oppress you, Quadry. Even in that your office, once I make it, I want to start from people in the office that I'm on board. That is why things cannot work in Nigeria. No love, hatred, full of greed, selfishness. How can the Labour Party will say they don't have CCTV in their office or at the gate? By now, the video could have been going around and the face of the people that came to raid that office. If the DSS is denying it and the police have not said anything, who came to raid a whole Labour office country?
Thank you, Malik.
It's a shame that the person that fought for democracy is his turn and they're doing this rubbish.
Thank you. Morning to you too. Thanks for calling. Good morning to you.
Hello, cousin.
Yes, this morning to you.
Yeah, this is AY from Badagry.
Let's talk.
Open mic. It's about we can talk about Russian flags.
Oh, sure. It's open mic. Let's go on.
I want to believe that was pure mockery from the Northerners to the present-day government. I hear a bit of the Hausa language. They were actually saying in some of the clips that Nigeria is for sale, meaning colonialism or something. They should just come. Anybody can just come and have a shot, and that's what's really going on. All the foreign nationals are in Nigeria. They are all having a free for all. In the north, there they are mining, swapping, packing, just you name it, minerals for free. So it was just a mockery. They were saying they are not doing it again. And you see, it's already happening in the east. It's now in the north. The only reason why the Westerners didn't come out is because it's their brother there. That's a bit of kind of tribalism stuff, but all the same.
When you say the only reason why they didn't come out, what do you mean by come out?
Okay, percentage of the protest now, if you look at what was happening in the West, it didn't really heat up like that.
So
there was a lot of suppression. There was a lot of suppression. There was suppression on people, especially in Lagos. Quite all right, yeah. By the police, every Agberos, everything. That's why people didn't. But they couldn't go. You can't suppress anybody in the north. I give it to you, if they had left the coffee for another 7 days, those people will come out times 2.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your thought. Appreciate it, okay? You must know that. I mean, I don't know if it's forgetfulness or something. When the protest was being called, who were the people calling for the protest? The northern people? I think we forget so easily and so very, very quickly. We live in the moment all the time, like all the time. And it's the same flaw the political class have used against us over and over and over again, because we don't stay on issues. We're easily distracted. But let me remind the last caller who was trying so hard to rubbish the work of the protesters in Lagos here. And apologies to those people who went out in Lagos and protested. Apologies, on his behalf. Let me apologize, because I know the protest happened in Lagos here. Yes, there was. The fact that some people behave very lawlessly, some people behave like, let me not use names, does not mean that everybody should behave like that. In fact, if you must commend anybody, you must commend the protesters in the West, the Southwest, ahead of whatever it was that they did in the North. Why would you want chaos? Why would you call chaos a protest? Why would you call loss of lives something to be commendable? So because it wasn't chaotic in Lagos, you felt that people didn't come out? And I must also remind you that there was a court order restricting the protesters to a particular point, to 2 spots in Lagos. The same for Abuja protesters as well. And you all saw what happened when they decided to go against that court order. But regardless, thank you for calling me. Appreciate your time. It's 9:39. Let me take another call. Daily Digest, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Sheriff.
Yes,
my name is Makari, and Iko is my location.
Welcome.
Now, let me first start by saying that the suspension of rice is under policy somersault, and I don't believe whatever reason they are giving about the people selling. Don't you know the people you registered to sell, and don't you know the quantity you sold to them? Then for the NLC office, I believe that when people say they are no, well, for us, they may be unknown gunmen, but I believe that they are unnamed gunmen, not unknown. They are actually known. People saw them and people know them. They are not. They did not enter into match boxes when they were going away, and they came with vehicles. They can be traced if they actually want to. If we can trace them, we can to Kenya and wherever we can. The security officials, they can get these ones. Then finally, for the military, somebody that talked about the military before, let me say that the military truncated the civilian government. The same military truncated the rail agreement that the civilian government seems to have reintroduced now, and they are celebrating. And we witnessed during the military how people, lawyers, journalists, anybody for that matter, can be jailed for anything or even for nothing at all. I mean, Decree 4 and Decree 20 comes to mind.
And the rest of them.
And the rest, Tunde Thompson and Ndo Kaira, but they were all jailed because they said they published things that the government feels is embarrassing. The military can break your warehouse and remove your goods and just accuse you of a hoarding and then sell it to or give it away. All of those things. So these things happen.
Mike Harry, are you with me? Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Okay. So these are some of the reasons. Some of the things that military do, and then for me, I will not support them. And then if you anybody who is around during the civilian government of Jakonde, when Jakonde was Lagos State government, I say, and I keep saying that I was in primary school and I benefited immensely to the pencil notebooks, textbooks, everything, eraser that we used in school was supplied by the government. At the end of the term, we returned the textbooks, but the notebooks we keep to we kept to ourselves and the pencil and all of that. And those things helped us and helped our parents then. So I don't see any reason why military will be favored over civilian government. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike Harry, for sharing your thought. Let me take another call, then we go to Skype. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
0201.
Hello?
We're waiting for you. Yes, please.
Yeah, this is Paul calling from Ebeda. Please, I want to really ask a question so that I will not fall to error. Putting a foreign flag in your car, flying it in your car, is it against the law?
No, I don't think so. I really do not think so. There are institutions that have foreign flags in front of their business places, in front of their institutions, organizations. No, it isn't. But when you now, it depends on the context now. What do you do? What are you doing with the flag at that moment in time?
Okay. So the price of, from my own end, the price of tomatoes have not changed. I'm just hearing it this morning that it has crashed.
Okay.
Some stories they can marvel. When I bought yesterday, it was still the same thing. Maybe it crashed over the night. Maybe this morning the price will change.
Okay, all right. Or maybe the crashed ones are still on their way down south.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And the issue of raiding of NLC, apart from the freedom of expression and association that we enjoy in democratic regime or rule, it's not as if I am in support of the military coming back, but these civilians are acting worse than the military. Look at what they are doing. Even during the military era, we were calling radio stations against the annulment of June 12th, But I think our democratic institutions have been bastardized, and these politicians are not ready for a good governance. Look at the issue of electoral changes, which I think should be the bone of discussion this period, because that was the headache we had in 2023. Nobody is talking about it, and the election will soon approach. So I pray that things get okay.
Thank you, sir, for calling me. Appreciate it. For the Electoral Act is that's a continuing conversation. Trust me. Even if we're not talking about it on radio, they're talking about it in the National Assembly because they know that they have to amend one or two things in fact, in the Constitution. That one is a continuing conversation. It never ends. Never ends. Let's go to Skype now. Azu is joining us. Azu, how are you doing?
Hello?
Yes, Azu.
I greet you.
I salute you.
Yeah. I want to have a very brief discussion with you. Yeah. Discuss with my guy. The other day you have a conversation with a little debate with Uncle Jimmy, and you're like talking about the Rwanda president, and you're like Kagame should leave. Like,
Oh, yes.
He's not the one that can do the job. Now the question I'm asking you is, are you concerned about his tenure or his time in office or his delivering of his job? Is he doing his job? Are the people of Rwanda doing okay? Which one should matter most? Is it the number of times of years he has stayed in office, or if the people are comfortable with him? Why are you so concerned about that 4 years of democracy that the white man taught us, or must it be like that?
No, it mustn't be about 4 years. It mustn't be about 3 years or 2 years. It mustn't be about that. It must be about fairness and equity, about what democracy is all about. It mustn't be about somebody who thinks that he is the best for the country. Nobody is the best for the country. A country has many bests. So it can't be, it shouldn't be, it mustn't be about just one man. I mean, this is how we breed. Hold on. This is why we breed powerful men and weak institutions by ourselves. Then when this powerful man becomes so powerful that he can do anything, we now begin to blame the man. We forget that we built the man to that status.
All right, Sharon, please, let me go. The most important thing is the people. Are they complaining? Are they comfortable with it?
Let me tell you another thing that you don't know about some African countries. In some African countries, you can't even speak. They're not born you well to speak against the government in some countries. That you're not fit.
Sharon,
Even in secret, you're not fit.
I choose to differ. We have our program in Nigeria. I choose to differ. Look, Lincoln, you've heard about him, the Singaporean guy.
Yes.
He was there for about 30-something years.
Yes.
It took him a lot of time before he could be able to fix Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
Rwanda is better than Nigeria. I'm here talking about criticizing their mode of leadership. The one that we are doing for 4 years, can't you see my people are hungry? We are degenerating.
You know that we're not. People. You know that nobody is denying the situation of Nigeria. Nobody is denying it. But it's very. Hold on. Let me answer what you're saying.
I'm looking at.
Let me answer what you're saying.
You can't see it's not working. Okay, go ahead.
Let me answer you. It's convenient and comfortable for you to pick Nigeria because it's not working. But how about in some other places that they are for 4 years or for 5 years is working? Look, if you are the
why not you try the Rwanda one?
If you are the, we should no, we don't want to imagine it. It's wrong. No, it's wrong. If your constitution says 2 terms, let it be 2 terms. Don't go and amend that constitution to give you unlimited terms because you feel that you're the best for the country. Do you know what is happening in Rwanda to opposition in Rwanda to dissenting voices? No, you don't. Actually, you don't. If you do, you will not be speaking in favor. You will not be speaking in favor of someone who wants to stay in power perpetually.
But I'm looking at the overall of people.
So those people that are now opposition, who are they? Outsiders, foreigners, aliens. Are they not the people?
They are still the people. What I mean, the people of Rwanda, are they not better off?
Do you think that
the end justifies the means?
So in other words, you're saying that
silencing dissident voices is what's going to take him to give his people the kind of life and the good life they deserve. Don't you think we should go that way?
Why are you justifying dictatorship? You silence people because you feel that what you're giving.
I know. I told you I want to have a very short discussion with you. I don't know if I still have some time.
So here is the thing. Let's take this somewhere else because we can't finish here. We'll deny other people I will not say
Sure.
anything as well. I will not say anything again. It will just end it here. Azu, thank you for calling me.
Nice talking with you always.
You too. Uche is joining us now. Let's speak to Uche. Uche, how are you doing?
Outsiders, foreigners, aliens.
Uche, oh yeah, shut down the YouTube. Talk to me. Uche, oh.
Hello?
What is wrong with this guy now? Close the YouTube
Sherry
and talk to me,
Baba.
Jerry. Don't baba me.
I just said you dey talk with
You see
this
this guy.
Indonesian man now. They
This
listen.
Indonesian man. He's Azu. Azu is not
Indonesian.
Indonesian man. Adu is not Indonesian man. Azu is Azu.
Sherry Baba, how you dey?
Adu, how far?
We dey. How your country now?
Come back. I want to say something now.
I was listening to all the topics you introduced today, how you were talking from one issue to the other, and then you mentioned the issue of journalists being harassed, and I think I saw that video.
Yeah.
When you said it, I said, no, they can't do that to you now. You are one of them now. They know their people now.
This guy.
If they see you, they say, no, I'm one.
You know what?
No, but Sheriff, on a serious note,
Yeah.
I hear what you say with regards to the attack on the NLC headquarters. As we speak, it's like you said, unknown people in quotes. But Sheriff, if you and I sit in our private corner and we'll talk about these things, not on air or wherever, you and I we know who did these things. The same way the thugs who do these things, you and I will know who sponsored them. And that is the problem with Nigeria. Hypocrisy. Sheriff, the issue of the people who raised that flag in the north, the Russian flag, my brother, let me ask you this question. Genuinely, as an honest journalist and as a true man of God that you are, if that same thing had happened in the southeast, what do you think will be the situation now? And I can guarantee you, Sheriff, go and mark my word. Today is the 9th of August. Nothing will happen to all those youth who did that thing. You saw they even seized an armored vehicle. You saw it.
I saw it. Yeah.
Nothing will happen to them. But try that in the southeast. Oh my goodness, they would have declared, war in that region. What does that tell you? A country of injustice and hypocrisy. And you think that country will move forward? On a lighter note, this issue of rice. I don't know one thing. Your president is an Arsenal supporter. Are you aware?
I'm not aware. I am not aware.
I'm telling you now, his favorite
I am not aware. I don't even think he supports any club. Uche, come on, be going. Come on, be going. You don't try. Oh boy, it's 9:52. I think I have to start going right now. Let me take some comments as we go. I have this comment here on YouTube. Esther Boli says it's disheartening when people who didn't come out to protest rubbish the effort of the people who protested. The show of force by security operatives on the journalists and masses is highly condemnable. That's Esther Boli. That's someone who went out to protest. Just for information to that, just for the information of the caller. Let me take another comment here from Raphael Adegoke, who says, Sheriff, I disagree with you. What really has democracy done for us? We are not allowed to air our views on the radio stations. When we do, they would find your radio station, and that's why the NBC is no, you're speaking irrelevance. Yeah, it's not what we're talking about. If you speak okay, so all these things we've been talking about now, are we speaking it in the moon? Speak responsibly. That's what the media is all about. Don't speak as if you're in the barber shop or you're in the salon or you're in the beer parlor. The media will not stand for that. It's called responsible journalism and responsible citizen action as well. Whatever we want to do in public spaces, we have to be responsible about it, essentially. Nobody would allow you to just say anything and say because they are not allowing you to say anything, you don't have free speech. Let's see who is here now. So I have this message here. I have plenty of messages, but I'm not sure I'll have time. It is possible that those who raided the NLC secretariat may be fifth columnists who have a hidden agenda to bring the labor into the fray. As Casey from Yaba who dropped that here. Casey, thank you for sharing that perspective as well. Let's believe that the attackers are unknown. Please, did Nigerian security, I mean the police, issue any statement about it? Didn't NLC deserve Nigeria's state protection? I agree with you. They should have said something. But that's where we'll wrap it up today. Thank you all for being a part of Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. He'll be back on the radio tomorrow at 9. What's Up Lagos is next. Good morning to you.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. .3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.